Hello everyone, I am Jen Mounts with A2ZDarts.com, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth review of the EagleDart Bluetooth Luminous electronic dartboard. EagleDart has come out with a new app-driven home soft-hit board to compete with the ever-growing market of home boards, and I think it's important to note a couple of key categories when comparing it to other brands. So today I'm going to be going over appearance, build quality, user-friendliness, and app visual design. Now before I do all of that, we have a couple of intros for you all to look at that will give you a general idea of what the EagleBoard looks like visually within the app, and also what the gameplay looks like on the board. Also, Scotty Burnett and I have played a couple of practice games here at the Magic Dart store in order to give you all an idea of not only what the gameplay looks like, but what it sounds like as well. So let's take a look. So I'll just keep all of our ad options normal.
Okay, you start.
Age before beauty. No. Alright. I don't know if you can change the reward on these. I don't think so. Nice shot. Show off. That's about right. There you go.
Solid 5. When it's playing really good, probably didn't take more than about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Alright, now that you've seen the basics of the Eagle board, the in-game graphics, and the award movies, let's break this board down into the 4 categories that I mentioned earlier, starting with appearance. It is in fact luminous. Lighting is embedded into all of the numbers on the number ring, and various things happen. Most noticeably, when you hit the bullseye, a subtle flash of brilliance will wrap around the numbers. I think another thing to note that's pretty conceptually unique with this board is its shape. It is a square build with rounded corners, so it's pretty easy to tell if the board is straight or crooked based on its shape. Moving on to more important aspects, let's talk about the build quality. Now, we shot on this board the past couple of days, switching out multiple different shafts, tips, and overall we have a moderately solid feeling. There's no sponginess in the segments, they're more on the rigid side, and you can use up to 22 gram darts on this board. It's not difficult to pull your darts out of the board, and I really think that the Eagle board does a decent enough job with noise reduction, which is really the main concern when we're talking about mounting a board at home. You know, is this board going to be okay in an apartment? And I think it does a fine enough job with reducing striking noise. And you guys can be the judge of that based on our gameplay footage and audio. Alright, let's get into user friendliness. The first thing I did when I was asked to review the Eagle board is I downloaded the app, turned on my Bluetooth, and turned on the board. Instant connection. Initial setup was super quick. I didn't even have to create a profile to start playing. I just started out every game as a guest, so there was no unnecessary layers to go through in order to start a game, and I love that. Oh, and one cool thing to note about this board is you can actually use the power source provided, or you can go wireless with AA batteries, so the Eagle board gives you 2 different power options for your gameplay. Okay, last but certainly not least, let's touch on app visual design and sound. And we've shown you many examples of the 3D interface of the Eagle board, along with its fancy but not too fancy in-game graphics. And there are some pretty cool, very engaging 3D reward animations. And I think there's a pretty dynamic sound that creates a full game experience without being too distracting. Very last thing to mention, of course, is online play, which is soon to come. Online play is estimated to launch at the end of this month of June, so look out for that and keep in mind that app user-friendliness is extremely easy with this board. It's very easy to navigate. You can share your game results of any game straight to Facebook, and it does keep track of your stats in order to help you maintain progress within your own game. That concludes the in-depth review of the Eagle Dartboard. You can find this board at AtoZDarts.com. We'll add a link in the description below. Please feel free to comment. Don't forget to like our Facebook page if you have not done so already, so you can stay up to date with all the new dart supplies coming out in the market. Thanks for watching.